Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's pour. It's not going to be a Hot Wheels themed one tonight. I was in town today. It's the weekend. Sorry, it's raining, so it's hitting the window. The rain's hitting the windows, so you'll probably hear some rain, some thunder. We've already had some pretty good thunder so far. So that's what that noise is. Hopefully the lights won't go out on me while I'm pouring. But I was in town today, went to Hobby Lobby. I wanted to get a 12 by 24 gesso board canvas thing to do another dragon one to hold the weight of the dragon. I didn't want to use a regular canvas on that, and I was kind of waiting for them to have 50% off their canvases, so I just save. I think they were $19, so $9.50 I could save just on that one. So with the savings of that, I was looking at some other canvases, and they now have some of these MDF. I think it's an MDF board, and I'm not sure the size of it, but I bought one that's actually comes framed, so it's got a wood frame on it already, and it's about that deep. You'll see it here in just a little bit. And it was also the Master's Touch brand, also 50% off. This one was $9.99, so I got it for $4.50. So I basically got these two canvases less than what the regular MDF board would have cost if I bought it out just without a sale. Because I did look a week or so ago, I looked and they weren't on sale, and I didn't buy it. And that's why you don't buy it when it's not on sale, because I know that Hobby Lobby does have 50% off on their paints and their canvases quite often. So I never buy them in there unless I just absolutely have to have it, which usually doesn't happen. That would be like a commission piece and they want it right away. Then I will. So in seeing this, I decided I wanted to do that because I could do a pour, and I could do and then resin it and not have to worry about the tape. And sometimes the canvas gets heavy with the resin, so it pulls on the edges and gets those little notches, I guess you'd call them, whatever, little divots of resin on the edges. And this one will, and it'll be nice and smooth, and I myself personally have never done one of my fluid acrylics in a frame, and this one's already framed, so I think it's going to look good. It does look good. Paintings do look good framed. When I was oil painting and I get the painting done, I would try to find a frame that would match it, and it really, I don't know if you saw that, but there's lightning. And there's the thunder. So I would try to match the frame with the, try to match it with either the theme of the painting or the colors. So, like I did one of it was just like an old barn. It was like and it had an old beat up basketball goal, because out here in Indiana, basketball's big, and it's almost, if you think of if you see a barn, you're going to see a backboard with a hoop on the barn over the main door. I mean, that's almost like a staple on every barn in this state. And so it's kind of I don't know what the word is. Boy, I'm really having trouble with words tonight. It's really just the staple for it is the best thing I can come up with right now. So I did one for my my sister and her husband, my brother-in-law, for Christmas one year, and they're big Purdue fans, and so I did a backboard on a barn. It was kind of a close-up more of the backboard, and you could see the barn. You could tell it was a barn in the background. I had the a Purdue logo, the P in the black and gold, and you know, the hoop, and I put like an old wood sign with their last name on it, and it was a tall, thin one, and so I found a frame at Hobby Lobby actually that looked like old wood, like they got it from a barn, so it just fit that painting. So that's what I always did. I love frames on pictures, but I have never done one on any of my fluid acrylics of probably, I'm gonna guess, I lost count years ago. So it's been almost 4 years, and I paint a couple a day. So I'm gonna guess I've done well over 1,000 paintings, and I've not framed one of them. So this one, even though I'm not framing it, it comes with a frame, and it'll be my first framed one. So I was trying to think, I need it to be a special one. Of course, you always want them to be special, but I'm trying to think, what are the colors I'm gonna use? What would go good? What looks good? I don't want it to come out janky or just not very good at all, especially even though it was only like $4.50 for this canvas. I still don't want to ruin it. I don't want to paint over it if I don't have to. So one of the paintings that I do that's pretty popular is the beach pour. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a beach pour. I think it'll look good on this. I'm not gonna put any anything on the resin, any items, you know, on top. It's just gonna be a regular pour, and it's gonna be resin, because I usually sell almost every one of my beach pour ones that I do. So I think it'll be a safe bet for my first one like this. If it turns out well and I like how it looks, I will buy more of these, because at $4.50 for this size, $4.50 is a good price. I think they had some that were smaller, but they were like smaller than my 10 by 20s that I do the car ones on. So I might go down to that size, and that'll be even cheaper. So all I have to do is mix the paints, and I've already got it on there. I have already leveled it, so even though I still leveled it because I don't want it all to run to one end. Say on this end, I don't want it to run all that one area and then puddle, you know, really build up in one area. I still want it to be smooth. So I'm gonna have a little trouble with not putting too much paint on. I do that a lot. I seem to always put too much paint on, so I gotta ratchet that back a little bit so I don't put too much on. I need to put on some and try to spread it out, see if it will fill in or not, and then add some if I need some. So that's my plan. So let me get these things mixed and we'll get started. All right, I got my paints mixed and I'm ready to go. As you can see, here is the canvas. So it's just a regular board. This one does have hangers on it, they're up on the top here. And so I'm gonna put the water on top and the gold on the bottom, and it's gonna be because one of the things I do remember from I remember a lot, but one of the things that stuck out to me getting when I was being taught how to oil paint is that you never put anything really, just the focal point in the center. So I'm not going to center this of, you know, half water, half beach. I'm going to go 2/3 water, 1/3 beach. And so that's my plan. So I do have more. I forgot to mix a couple of the paints. I mixed the paints, but I was going to pour the two blue colors I have, because I'm using Artist Loft blue, and then the Master's Touch sky blue, and then I'm using Master's Touch gold and Artist Loft white. So I'm pouring the two color blues together in one cup to pour out. So I forgot to pour them both into one cup, so for a better pour. So here we go. And I poured a little white in the beginning just to get some, or at the bottom of the cup, just to get a little bit of white in there. All right, and if I do need more paint, I will mix the paint. So I'm going to lift this up and just kind of run it a little bit. I don't want to run it too far into the edges of the frame because I don't want it built up on the, I don't need it built up on the inside of the frame. So we'll get our trusty little tool, get it in there. And I've already got too much paint up there, but it'll be all right. The only bad thing with spreading it like that was I kind of like that in there, and then I kind of got it mixed together. I'll move this in a little bit just to get it cover that corner. Now I use gold for my beach color because I just think it gives a good beach color to it. just to kind of counter some of that white that I got on there. Too much white on that corner. Well, it sounds like the storm has kind of passed us by, so thank goodness my electricity didn't go out. It does happen. Not a ton around here, but it does happen on occasion. So I'm always thrilled that it does not go out. So just trying to break up that white a little bit. All right, so there we go. I think we got a nice little beach themed one, and when this thing dries we can get it resin, pour it in there, and have a nice nice framed beach painting for somebody. All right, I've already got all the resin on it, and I hope that's not all drifting to one side. I didn't level this. I didn't think I really need it level since it's not really gonna be self-leveling and everything, but I might level it, try to see if I can get it level. Well, that's pretty level. That's level. That is not level. That is not level. That is level. So that's the corner. I need to raise that corner up, so I need to put some stuff under there. that's low. All right, so now I just need to get the air bubbles out of this thing. I'll get my chair so I can get a good look at it. Oh yeah, there they go. This is actually the first time I've done a resin piece that I didn't have to tape off the back, and I didn't have to, you know, get the sides, so it's all just on the top. And I'm really excited about that because, well, there's a pop in our house. So I'm really excited about that because when I don't have to, tomorrow morning I don't have to come in here and take the tape off of this thing, off the back. I will on the other one I just did, but that's all right. So it's gonna be nice just to have this done, dried and just done. That's gonna be nice. Yeah, I'm trying to see the bubbles from a different angle. Ouch. Did get a little resin on the frame so I had my glove on when I was spreading it, and I'm not used to having a frame, so I got a little bit on the frame, but I've wiped it off, and hopefully it won't show up. So, all right, there we go. I have a nice glass looking piece here. And I have a show coming up this weekend. I will take this beauty with me. Hopefully somebody is a beach lover and they'll want to grab this up, because I will be glad to sell it. And if it is popular, if it attracts a lot of attention and it does sell, then I'll probably buy more of these wooden framed canvases. And I think I got it half off. I got it for $4.50, so that's pretty good for, it's basically a 10, well, probably with the frame, it's probably a 11 by 30, 31, 30 and a half, something like that. I think is what I measured. I measured the inside to find out how much resin I use. Again, I am using Pro Marine resin. I added just a tad more than what the resin calculator added to it, but it was 10 ounces, and I probably went about 11. I just wanted to get, I was mixing 2 paintings worth, so I was adding it, and I just wanted to make sure I had enough for both of them. And so I did use, I think 18 ounces total, because 7 ounces is what I use for 10 by 20. So I use 11 for this and 7 for the 10 by 20. I also resin tonight. I mixed that all at one time. And so I think it's a nice looking piece. I love the beach ones. They sell usually pretty fast, so this one will probably go pretty quick. And again, if you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more of those and get notifications, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.